Good afternoon. This is Corey Ingber coming live from Ingber&Weinberg. This is 3 Minutes with Ingber&Weinberg. I hope that you are staying safe and your families, loved ones are safe and well during this horrible pandemic. I want to talk about the recent DWC newsline regarding telemedicine or telehealth. There's precedent for this. Back in 1996, the legislature passed an act which had been replaced in 2011 called the Telehealth Advancement Act. It allows all medical professionals to conduct health exams and treatment by telemedicine subject to regulations. They talk about telehealth meaning the mode of delivery of healthcare services via information communications technology to facilitate the diagnosis, consultation, treatment, education, etc. And there are two prior panel decisions that I found, one of which authorized an out-of-state applicant in Nevada to receive marriage and family counseling treatment for psychiatric issues, telemedicine-wise, and the panel said it was okay. In a more recent case, there involved a doctor who, under the ADA, was accommodated by being able to conduct PQME exams with telemedicine. What he did was permissible. In fact, the DWC had allowed him to do so. The doctor's name is Behzad Imad of Santa Monica, a medical physician, medical doctor. In this case, what happened was he had a chiropractor actually present with the applicant to help conduct the exam under his supervision. And the WCAB considered that to be an issue because it wasn't disclosed to the defense attorney, and therefore they didn't think it was substantial medical evidence. But there is precedent for allowing telemedicine in workers' compensation. So now we come down to the bulletin. The bulletin, which we just sent out in the form of a newsletter, contains some conditions under which telemedicine can be conducted through the governor's stay-at-home order to May 1st. And that includes a written agreement, the applicant's ability to participate in the exam by telemedicine, attestation by the doctor, by the QME, that he's providing the proper services and its proper medical protocols, and that it's also consistent with the appropriate medical practices, and it must cover an essential medical issue. And they define that as being AOE, COE, or to cut off a benefit. And the DWC makes it very clear that this is really advisory, not mandatory. And so our opinion is that this is an opportunity to be creative. In fact, they use the word creative or creativity in the bulletin. And what we're recommending is that we use this time to take a pause and be creative. And we recommend the following. First of all, this order, or this temporary advisory, is only through May 1st. So determine if you have an AOE COE or an essential medical issue that goes to the heart of an AOE COE issue, and whether or not it can be done with telemedicine. I would say that psychiatric cases would be particularly ripe for this, as opposed to orthopedic cases. And also, this may be a good time to agree with the applicant's attorney to try to settle your case based on the PTP reporting that you have, or to agree on an agreed treater within the network, within the MPN, if you don't have one outside, but perhaps guiding yourself through the treatment process and skipping the PQME evaluation. If you do decide to use telemedicine, you have to have an agreement not only with the applicant's attorney and the applicant and the physician, but you also have to reserve and preserve your rights to object to that report's admissibility and substantiality, because you don't want to foreclose those issues. And you also want to make sure that you have a written agreement to do so. And a mnemonic we came up with was WPACE. W for the written agreement, P for applicant can participate, A for attestation by QME, C, consistent with appropriate medical practices, and E, essential medical issue. Go through your cases and find out which examinations during this time period through May 1st may be amenable, may be applicable to using telemedicine. Keep in mind there's going to be one issue of cost. And will this be a $4,600 treatment cost? We don't know yet, and there's no cases I could find of any precedential value on this notion. The second thing is practicality. What if the applicant doesn't have a computer? Well, my response would be, as one of our associates said here recently, how about a smartphone? The smartphones have the video and the audio capability built in, and I'd rather buy them a smartphone if we had to do anything, a temporary smartphone to do this rather than a computer. They don't need a computer. A smartphone or a tablet would be just fine. So anyway, be creative, and in the meantime, there'll be many more of these because we are going through a very devastatingly difficult time, and we hope we can help in our small way. Be healthy, be safe, and please stay home whenever possible. God bless all of you. Thank you.